Right mates, Slimey here and welcome back to more Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster. Now last time we went through this stupid cave. I'm not really the biggest fan of this cave, as I think I stated in the previous video. And especially because of stuff like this. In fact, I don't think we've ever seen this enemy combination before. But I would have much preferred. Why did that do next to nothing, Teller? I would have much preferred to. I'm just noticing my HP is going down on quite a few bits. With Blood Feast, that's why. I'm going to get hit by Blood Feast again and again. Now do you see why I hate these enemies? They take the mick with everything. Would have, like I said, I would have much preferred if you didn't have to keep taking damage from these things and that, because, well, there isn't. Oh, well, hold on a minute. Before we go there, how did I miss that? More enemies. Like I said, I'd much prefer not to be fighting every stupid enemy I come across. Why is Teller like just not doing anything worthwhile? Like 17 damage from a magic attack. Like I get he doesn't have good stats. I'm actually curious about something. He's got alright stuff, so what's the deal there? What's this that I've just wasted all that time? God, that was kind of pointless. Now, do we have any healy stuff? Because this next boss is kind of something. Now, if I remember correctly, this first part is entirely scripted, so it is not really worth not doing all your wacky magic stuff already. Yeah, he does this, he just like hits you with all three in a row. However, it is scripted, so it doesn't count as a full-on loss. And behold, the first time in this game's entire story, Edward does something! I think these two are like trying to force him back into bed. But remember that whisper weed that he gave us earlier? I think that's what it's called. I'm not too sure in this version, but I remember it being called whisper weed in the DS version. Oh, it's the twin harp in this. But anyway, Edward kind of like starts jamming out. And this gives us an open. I don't know how we heal. Yeah, that kind of like invalidated what I did before with the potions, but give him that. So, no, but we have it on him then. It's fine. And now we can actually start putting all the good stuff on Cecil. We can put another claw in Yang. And now this is the actual boss fight. And now we can just start, like, attacking the guy. I'm going to start setting up with Teller. So that's a dangerous spell, that. Because that will drop you to low HP. Where is the... Ah, here we go. We're not really in too much of a rush with Sid, because Sid doesn't really do too much, even though I like the guy, he just kind of... So he's cursed us now. Don't have access to Finger. S not in this form. So now we've got a kind of... Oh yeah, this is it, he's got his next form. And he does hit really hard. I'm gonna see if I can just like... Oh, I need a ration thing, don't I? Cecil's still doing quite a bit of damage here. Can Pick Cecil fight this dragon on his own? That was far easier than I was anticipating, but then again, maybe the shell and the what's it called helped. Sid still looks like he's enjoying being dead there. But finally, and Cecil briefly porcinified himself. What would you even call that? No, I actually need the diet ration for this. Or whatever it's called. What is it called now? Do I even have any? Thing that cures pig. Right, Cecil, you're just gonna have to be a pig for a little bit. I'm just imagining Piglet from Winnie the Pooh, but like wearing Cecil's entire like, oh, the emergency exit is going to be useful now. I like how anytime Cecil has to do something, he briefly just like becomes un-pig for a second. Anyway, while we're here, we can actually catch ourselves a chocobo or a chocobo or whatever I called it last episode, and just run ourselves all the way back, which is convenient. And I think we might be able to heal it off in the inn. It'd be really funny if like someone walked into the inn as a pig and then came out as a person. Like, how would you? Yeah, how does that even work? That's really strange. That quite wacky, in fact. Speaking of wacky, I actually now have a channel trailer. No, wait, I have to talk to the what did I call them? The popes last time. So we finally got the crystal, but we do need to trade it in for Rosa, so... How is Kane, like, telling us from that long distance? Is he, like, telepathically using... Well, not telepathically, like, Golbez using telepathy on Kane to telepathize Cecil and the gang to wake it. That's convoluted, that. But speaking of the guy, so is he going to call us a scumbag again? So now we've actually got to go to the Tower of Zot. Which, I find this area really interesting because in the DS version it was a golden tower. And I think with it being like a golden tower, it hid the idea of this game's like sci-fi elements till much later. Because it wouldn't be until much later on would sci-fi elements come into play. And these are the guys that are constantly respawning puppets. They're actually doing quite a bit of damage. He's really not useful, is he? Also, why did it get attacked 3 times? Kill it. Kill that as well. That thing though, the summoning thing, like the grandma thing. Do you know what it made me think of? Do you know Mr. Dink from Doug? That's what it looks like. Now hopefully, Teller will be able to do something here. If we're not getting attacked every 2 seconds. Because I think Fire Artery is actually I was going to say super effective like it's Pokemon. I should just blast these lizards out of the way. That hit really hard, but it also drained all of his MP. Not all of it, but like a significant amount. Flame Mail, we can immediately put that on Cecil. We'll keep using them high potions since we've got so many. And let's continue up the tower. I wanted to continue up the tower. Keep being interrupted by random kind of pointless enemies every few steps. At least give me some good drops if you're going to do that. Much prefer that. So that gone. Kick the doll in the head. Oh, I'm just remembering this stupid edit that I did. Healing stuff. Is that a good thing yet? No, that's like an old one, that. It's been so long since I've actually played like the earlier part of this game. Oh, this is quite a difficult one. If I remember correctly, some of these turtles should have good drops. I don't think fire will do too much to hell turtles, but it's worth the attempt. As I expected. There's an ability I don't think I've addressed. Cecil actually guards people whenever they're on low HP. And it actually, I think it also reduces the amount of damage that Cecil takes in the guarding process as well, so it's quite useful actually. We've got Mithril Shield, that's good. You know what? I think Sid needs this because he keeps taking. Oh, the hammers are two-handed though. In the DS version, you could actually use the shield and the hammer without sacrificing a bunch of. I either completely forgot the word for it. Sacrificing a bunch of attack. There is a slight difficulty spike here, but nothing too crazy, admittedly. As you can see, Teller is still completely useless. He's at like half HP of everyone else. He's at no HP currently because he decided it'd be really funny. See, the joke would be a lot funnier if he didn't do it so often. Got to Phoenix down that guy. Do we have anything to recover his we have a dry if he can have that. We'll use Cecil's magic actually, because we do actually have more MP than tells us. Oh, Monster in the Box. Is this the fight? Yes, it is. This is basically a mini boss. This thing is dangerous. Which is why I just need him to kill it immediately. But it is protecting some good loot. Oh, we could just do that. I think it is protecting some good loot though. So there's the flame sword, which we're immediately going to put on Cecil. Big jump and attack. What have we got now? We'll just attack all of them. He's going to summon another one of them. Start killing them all. Got Cheeky in there. There's any loot or anything around here. So that's kind of what we're mostly after. I think these guys hit really hard, so we're just going to try and kill them as fast as we can. We're getting some good levels in here as well, actually. Oh, it's these guys. Teller's gonna end up dead before we. What's it called again? Why did I just think to myself then, Teller's not the most reliable chap? Like, why was that what came to me? That did no damage, that! Cecil just ignored that! That's kind of insane. Am I actually using like the best? Oh, that's why. That's why everyone's taking so much damage now. They're all low on HP and that, or... Because they've never put the good gear back on him. Really shouldn't be doing this, but... Yang, why do you have so much HP? I mean, it's great for when we're not fighting people, but... Now we've actually got to hit these things or something. because slime enemies in these games are like extremely resistant to physical attack. Also, can I just say these guys are just basically muck? These guys are still taking the mick. Why can't they go after, like, you know, someone with loads of HP like Yang instead of just keep targeting Sid? I got a health bar from that. Which means the other door should have another loot in it. Gaia Hammer, that's one's for Man Sid. That's a considerable boost to his attack. That's not going to do anything. Wait a minute, I just realised Teller's got no MP left again. Why is he like this? We'll just have to use one of these. And that didn't even... He should be low on HP actually, I think. Or you could just use me over... I was saving that for about 5 seconds ago. I gotta find out whereabouts. Can you stop with the enemies, please? It's getting somewhat tedious now, and everyone's on low HP. That should kill that instantly, though. That was a lot of damage. So he's actually doing stuff now. Cecil learned Essenor. Actually, I just remembered something. I was just crazy curiosity, and because it's getting to the end of it, I can't use the emergency exit. No, I've got to find like a healing place. And the amount of encounters we keep getting here is insane. And the more they do that, the less likely I am to actually survive this area. So I'm hoping the next place is a place with a tent and that. Or where I can put a tent down. And it's not! Right, this is a sticky situation to be in. Let's see if we can run all the way back. In fact... There's one guy dead. We still have Phoenix Downs, don't we? Maybe we could use that to stall. Yeah, I think that's our best option right now, mates. Alright, we got away. This is going to be a long escape sequence, this. Make me think of Metroid now. Those things really do look like Mr. Dink from Duck. They start attacking you because you broke their grill. You broke my grill? And there's another guy down, and another. Not having good luck here, mates. Wrong way, wrong way. Run faster, Poké. Was it Proton John who said move faster, Poké? I can't even remember like which YouTuber from like 2012 said that. But yeah, we definitely need to get out of here and restock and that. As fast as we can. Because that was a mess. Absolute mess, like my YouTube channel. Alright. And yeah, we're gonna need more potions. Or do we not even get the good potions? We'll get a few more. Phoenix Downs, we'll get some tents. There's a lot of tents. And we'll be calling this an episode. So if you like this absolute mess of an episode, don't forget to comment, like, rate, and subscribe. Why has it went to order? And subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.